So shout out to a member of my Discord, the Digital Burrow, Mr. Bushido, because he put me on the trail of this and I found it very interesting. So in chapter 866, we enter the Big Mom flashback. Big Mom was abandoned by her parents on the beaches of Elbaf, or the shore of Elbaf, in which she is waiting for them to return. During the time in which she is waiting, we see two Albathian animals. We see giant fish and a giant walrus who eats the giant fish. What is so interesting about her flashback is that we find out that Mother Caramel has been selling giants and giant children to the world government. Now, the reason why this is so important is because this does too mirror the plot of what's going on in Elbaf currently, because Killingham, Gunko, and Summers are leading giant children from the Walrus School to the beach via the use of their combined powers. Why this is so interesting, because we find out too that yes, the children are from a school called the Walrus School, and the principal of said Walrus School is a giant named Mr. Kiba, who in turn looks like a walrus. This then reminded me of the Alice in Wonderland story called The Walrus and the Carpenter, because the point of that story was to lead young oysters away from their parents so they could be eaten by the walrus and the carpenter. And that idea is present both in the Big Mom flashback and here in Elbaf, because in both situations, children are being led astray from their parents or caring adults for nefarious purposes, both basically for the same purpose, to be used as child soldiers, basically, or slaves. But I just found that very interesting. But what's so interesting about this too, and this is a bit of a smaller point, but in the narrative of the Walrus and the Carpenter, the Walrus, the Carpenter, and the young oysters are all on a beach. Then, in Big Mom's flashback, she's abandoned by her parents on the shores of Elbaf, or you could say the beach of Elbaf. Then, the children of the Walrus School, headed by a walrus man, are being led to the beach from the school via the combined powers of Gunko and Killingham. So that's a very interesting point. With that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede. What?